Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Paul.
This is Senex.
We're bringing you the third and final match in this series between Illusion and GanZi in the no, not semi. Is it the semifinals?
This
Gosh.
is the
Okay, that's right.
semifinals.
That's
There was
right. This
unfortunately a little
semifinals.
bit of a delay in the scheduling. Just weren't able to get the players in the same place at the same time. So we were bringing these semifinals to you right now. There'll also be a rebroadcast. You might, in fact, be watching the rebroadcast right now, people from the future, right before the finals, just so these awesome games are visible to as many people as possible.
Yes, indeed. Now, something to note: Illusion has actually spawned as the pink Zerg player. Has he played Zerg this entire tournament? Do you know?
He, I think he did once, but it was
Once.
a. I don't really remember the game too well. I assume that because of that, it was a kind of weird one. So we haven't really had a chance to see him showcase the
Yeah.
amazing play we've seen him have as both Terran and Protoss.
Yes, indeed. So, Illusion, unfortunately for him, not spawning his Terran. Of course, I don't know how good his Zerg is. It might be amazing. We might just not know. Of course, he is playing up against GanZi, who is a Kodas amazing Terran player. So, it's going to be quite hard for him to beat GanZi. Now, I'm not sure what GanZi's best matchup, but typically Korean Terrans are pretty good at taking out Zerg players. So, I mean, Illusion might be in trouble here.
Yeah, though we do see for the first time GanZi deciding to adjust his build a little bit. He is, instead of going for the command center first, we've seen in the previous two games, right now dropping down a barracks. And in fact, is he gonna, it looks like he's gonna be dropping down a second one. Is he going for two
Ooh,
racks pressure? Does he
he
know that,
is.
how does he know that he's going against a Zerg player? Like, wow, I
uh,
guess this is just the sick Agosu sensor. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he's just deciding to 2-racks no matter what, but this is an amazing decision from GanZi as VileIllusion went for a hatch first play. So the classic 2-racks from a Terran against hatch first of a Zerg.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm just trying to think back right now to see, like, think about the last couple of games. The last game, Illusion went for basically one base. He didn't go for a fast expansion, and he didn't really. No, he did go for kind of a fast expansion as Protoss. So GanZi really doesn't have this 2-racks to base off of anything other than basically luck. I mean, 2-racks is going to be effective against any race, really. Be effective against Protoss if you do a correct bunker rush, and then it'll be effective against Terran if they don't really have a wall and you can get up and surprise them. But obviously it's going to be incredibly effective against Illusion. Now, Illusion actually has no idea that a bunker is being built right now. He is moving one drone around to kind of see what's going on, but by the time that he gets to that bunker, it'll almost be finished. And actually, ooh, Illusion goes for the minerals right there, so he does not know this is happening. Just now saw it, and yeah, he's going to need to make some queens.
Yeah, he's going to need to really work hard in order to defend this, as obviously these two bunkers are already defended. One Marine might get surrounded by a couple of drones, but no, just a little bit of miscontrol. The drones decided to attack the bunker. Right now, that back bunker is finished. It's not in range of the hatchery, but can obviously provide protection for the just line of Marines that are marching out through the middle of the map.
Yeah, there are currently 3 Marines up here, straight up taking out that hatchery, or at least trying to take out the hatchery. One Queen does finally pop out, and GanZi might actually be able to take out the Queen. If he can manage to take that out, Illusion will really, really be in trouble, as if he wasn't even in enough trouble as it were. And Illusion trying to run off the creep right there to save the Queen, but does in fact lose it.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to delay as long as possible, as we do now see 12 Zerglings in production, so he might be able to deal with this. This is just such an entrenched bunker line, particularly since there's this third one that's not even being used. And there's also 2 SCVs just ready to go for repairing. There's right now 7 Marines in play. I really think that this hatchery is definitely going to go down.
Yeah, the hatch will definitely go down. The strategy that Illusion needs to basically shoot for here is, I mean, if he's gonna lose this, he's gonna need to wait for his broodlings to pop out from the dead hatchery and hopefully be able to overrun these bunkers here. But Illusion may very well indeed lose this hatchery. Oof. Oh,
Though we do see him now dropping down the Baneling nest, so he is also committing to try to surround that one bunker, immediately getting a pretty good set of surround, but only taking down one of the bunkers. Obviously, there's still being 2 to fall back to, and I'm not even sure he killed any Marines as a part of that.
no, I'm not sure at all. I'm looking at the units lost. Illusion has lost so much already. Now the hatchery does go down. The broodlings do come out, and Illusion goes ahead. Since his Zerglings out here, he should be able to deal with this pretty well. And GanZi, of course, if Illusion cleans this up, will actually be losing quite a few minerals if he loses his units. But wow, surprisingly enough, GanZi actually holds on to his bunkers. There are even SCVs out here to repair. And oh my gosh, Illusion is in a ton of trouble.
Yeah, that was an absolutely catastrophic hold for Illusion as both of those bunkers survived, and there's even the one remaining SCV. Healed him up now. 10 Marines just waiting outside of his base. A whole bunch of Banelings being morphed right now. Illusion just totally does not want to give up on this game, but he is in an incredibly bad position. A whole bunch more Banelings also finishing up. He might be able to bust this, but I'm worried he can only hit one bunker at a time unless he gets the perfect detonation.
Yeah, he's just so far behind, and as we can see here, just looking at GanZi's base, he has a complete wall off with Thraxis as well as getting his expansion up here. It's almost halfway finished now. Illusion is going for the attack right now. Does have his Banelings hoping to soak up some shots with his Zerglings. Does manage to take out one bunker and clean up a few Marines, but not anywhere near enough. And in fact, GanZi is building once again another bunker in the place of the one that he just lost.
Yeah, this is now a really hard to contain. It's just going to be so difficult for VileIllusion to try to end up breaking. He's sending out a small group of Marines to Zerglings to try to dodge around all of the Marines, but a whole bunch of them are dying, even just as they try to escape. And when they finally do get across the map, all they're going to find is a full wall off, and all of this will have been, unfortunately, in vain. And there's only even 5 Zerglings remaining anyway in this little attack.
Indeed, the Great Wall of GanZi will manage to hold off these Zerglings, and yeah, as we can see, it's quite a secure lock. Illusion's not going to be able to get in there. He is in so much trouble, as I've said, and honestly, I don't know what he can do here. All he can do is hope to make more and more Banelings. He does actually go for the Roach Warren, so he's definitely not giving up, and I do admire that play by Illusion, not giving up until he absolutely does lose. But like you've said already, this hard contained by GanZi is quite hard indeed.
Yeah, and even now, he's also continuing to just rally more Marines out across the map. He has 4 barracks producing, so this is almost a little bit like, I don't know if you ever saw TLO's 7 racks all in, where off of one base you can actually support 7 racks of production barely, or
Right.
like you can kind of do that little bit of build up like with a 4 gate, even though you can't quite fully sustain it. And so because he just has so much Marine production, all that's happening right now is that the Marine numbers are continuing to go up and up and up and up and up, and without some method of dealing with them, which probably means a whole bunch of Banelings or even Infestors, it's just going to be so hard for Lucian to break out of here.
Yeah, indeed. I'm just trying to think of things that Illusion can do, and basically, like you said, possibly Infestors. He's chosen to go for the Roach route. Hopefully he can soak up some shots with his Roaches while moving in some Banelings. I'm sure he'll morph in a ton of Banelings before he actually does engage against GanZi, but GanZi has an excellent spread here with his Marines. Of course, his bunkers aren't really that close together, so the splash damage from the Banelings probably won't even hit both of them. Oh, what is it?
An incredibly bizarre thing, Illusion figuring out that you can in fact begin shooting at the destructible debris from your own main if you happen to be hard contained by a Terran player. So I don't really know what he wants to do off of that, but apparently Roaches can totally shoot at those destructible rocks. So yeah, you learn something new every day, just kind of testing the limits of the map. But honestly, I kind of don't know why GanZi isn't moving in to kill him. He just has so much stuff, and he knows his opponent has been limited to one base for so long that I really feel like he could just kind of march up the ramp with a couple of Marauders leading to soak up any Baneling shots and just kind of kill his opponent.
Yeah, he definitely could. Obviously, he's playing safe and probably just going to go ahead and wait for Stimpack to get finished. And is finishing up a factory right now. I'm sure we'll follow that with a starport. Now, it does look like Illusion did get his lair, and he's actually making a Nidus Worm. So if he could successfully Nidus his opponent, that would be nice, but at the same time, GanZi should be able to base trade quite easily. He does have a lot more stuff, and Illusion's units, I mean, if he gets a lot of Banelings, they'll just die and basically not exist because they'll be dead.
Yeah, I think that the only way I'd be comfortable with this Nidus play is if he was also getting burrow and could put a whole bunch of burrowed
Right.
Baneling landmines on his own ramp, so the second that GanZi tries to push up, he'll be immediately punished for that. But just right now, I can't even see it mattering. Where is the Nidus Worm actually going down?
It's
It's
at the
going
top.
up in the north
Yeah.
part of GanZi's base. But basically, the second that all of these units are out of position, like as you were saying, GanZi can easily base trade.
Yeah, so it does look like Illusion is moving in here with some Zerglings. GanZi still not moving up the ramp, though. Finally does decide that he needs to do that and evacuates all of his bunkers. Looking, there are actually no Banelings here to defend against these bio units, and Illusion's main base is in so much trouble. At the same time, GanZi's base is in a lot of trouble. and he doesn't even have anything to defend against this. So I think it's pretty safe to say though that GanZi is in a much better position. Although Illusion actually moving some drones to the Night Storm, so he might be okay here.
He might be able to take his opponent's main, but it's just going to be so easy for GanZi to lift everything off and float away, and particularly because of the mule mechanic, he'll be able to recover far more easily than Illusion will be able to. He's also not rebuilt his base, and in fact, he's going to need to pay a little bit of attention. I don't know if he currently has a structure on the field that's not in his main base, but does he have something?
Well,
Where's...
I don't know if that counts as a structure or not.
I guess it has to, just because
yeah.
I don't see anything else that's currently keeping Illusion in the game. So if he does want to toss something out, yeah, he's right now trying to build that hatchery.
Where's it at? Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, so he's trying to get
He's
that
expanding to his opponent's main. I feel like we're in a Fun Day Monday right now.
Yeah, so we do see Illusion trying to move down into the natural of GanZi. Of course, there's a bunker as well as quite a few bio units. GanZi not even worried about this. Illusion coming in here to possibly get the kill, losing a lot of units, and GanZi, of course, will be able to repair the bunker if he needs to quite successfully, and actually moves some SCVs up here with that interesting mineral micro, and able to clear up a lot of Illusion stuff. Only a handful of roaches left. Man, I don't think Illusion is going to be able to hold on.
He has now traded his old base, which was hard contained by GanZi, for the new base, which is hard contained by GanZi. Yeah. Even pulling off all of his SCVs in order to make the defense, and now that gigantic army is pulled all the way back, and VileIllusion is forced to GG, yo.
Indeed, indeed. So thanks, guys, for tuning in to that game. Obviously, very, very entertaining. Hope you enjoyed it. This has been Pool.
This is Senex.
And we're going to go ahead and sign out.